Hello, welcome back to my channel. For those who've never saw me before, I'm Astrid, aka the Psychic Witch. I'm a professional tarot card reader and esoteric lecturer. And in this video, I wanted to talk a bit more about winter magic or winter witchcraft. So, as you might have noticed, I recently made a rune magic and divination course, so I'm going to incorporate runes or the idea of runes in this video a bit more to kind of get that extra wisdom or knowledge that I do see in the runes, and especially in the Isa rune that's connected to ice. So when it comes to winter and any divination, magic, witchcraft that can be connected to it, I would say it's really important to first understand what actually is the purpose of winter, or what is its imprint, what is the reason behind the existence of winter, how does it affect nature. In winter, obviously, the best thing to do in witchcraft of any esoteric practices is trying to go with the current, not trying to go against it. So by understanding the winter current, understanding how it works, and again, how it affects nature, is going to help you to add some extra power or extra strength to the spells or spiritual practices, self-development training you are trying to do, and that goes with the current of the winter and of the nature. Again, we are trying to go with the current instead of trying to fight it or go necessarily against it. So what is the current of the winter? For that, I'm going to mention the rune Isa. The Isa rune actually talks a lot about ice, obviously, because the Isa rune means ice. And it is talking about the wisdom or about the current that comes with the winter. The Isa rune is representing some sort of a stagnation or things almost literally being put to ice. It does not suggest that the situation would just stop going forward. No, it's more like a pause button. Things are dormant. Things are not moving forward in the sense like, let's say, they would be in a spring when everything is blooming and sprouting, and there's very strong, this solar young energy that is pushing things to manifestation. So winter is more about things being dormant, things being in stagnation. And on the surface, this might look like things are actually not moving, or things are somehow put on hold, and that is detrimental to the situation. The truth is that it might not have been, it might not be, because just like in winter, the tree might look like it's almost dead. It's losing its leaves, it's not really growing, it's not moving forward per such. In reality, the tree is just gathering the power, it's gathering attraction, it's gathering the momentum that it's going to then later on use in the spring to grow new leaves and grow even faster. So just like the tree and the Isa rune during the winter, there is a current of things maybe stagnating a little bit again on a surface, but it's just to gain a power, gain traction at the background to move something in a forward. This can be really beneficial, but just like it is in nature, if the winter would last too long, if it would be whole year would be just winter, nothing would ever grow. There would be no spring, there would be no, we would collect some sort of, the tree and us together, we would collect some sort of a power that would be in a dormant stage, but it would never manifest. And in that sense, both in life and in the nature, that would be indeed really detrimental. So when it comes to the winter and periods of ice, stagnation, things being put to ice in our life, the very important message is to make sure that always somehow they have from and to, they have beginning and a start, like they are happening in a specific time slot, and they are not lasting for too long. Otherwise, again, the long stagnation of a winter would just make the whole land barren and inhabitable. At the same time, the long periods of stagnation in somebody's lives can literally make their life inhabitable. So that's for that, winter is actually a good period of time to make um, plans, to make plans for maybe business, relationships, future. Also, it's a great time to retrospect, see what we learned past couple of years, make some sort of summary out of it, see what we learned, see what we need to learn. So the winter witchcraft is great to be surround like it's good to use the current of the introspection, learning lessons, making summaries of your experiences past 1 year, making plans for the future, seeing what you learn and how you can apply it to the future. Also, self-care, taking care of your body, gathering some sort of like a power, strength. It's also great for going to gym really to really gather that strength, or find some or spiritual strength, mental strength. Try to find like regaining your stability, regaining your strong point. Just like in the winter, a lot of the power of the tree, of the plants are starting being concentrated in the roots that are underground. So the same way, like really grounding, focusing on your roots. Even this is a good time to actually do any ancestral healings, things are connected to past, any some sort of like a generational karma, family karma healings, traveling mental visions about past and stuff like that. That's also really good thing to incorporate in the winter witchcraft. But important thing is also to realize that again, those things should not last forever. So maybe if you are in a period of a long-term stagnation, maybe a couple past years, you've been kind of all over the place, you've been having a hard time to find like a clear light, a clear end of the tunnel, some sort of clear guidance where you are going with it. Winter is a good time to actually do either spells or introspection to kind of figure out what your direction is, and then when the sprouting spring is coming, you can actually you already have the direction in front of you, so you like make the steps that you need to follow. So that way, because you are kind of you don't have to necessarily use the current of the winter, but it's just like an extra energy that is just like passing, around, and either you can jump on the train or you don't have to, but if you do, it can speed up a lot of things and it can actually support your development further. So this was a couple ideas that I had about the winter witchcraft and what type of a current it is and how to kind of use it to your benefit. If you'd be interested, let's say, in hearing more from me, in the comment section, description section below, I'm going to put the links to the Moonstar Academy where you can find my online courses. And if you would like to see more of those like lessons and talks about witchcraft, please subscribe and like. I really appreciate it. Or you can leave me a comment. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to be looking forward to see you next time.